Hi everybody, welcome back. Next up on my workbench is going to be this Revell Monogram 32 Ford Highboy Street Rod Kit. I just picked this up at the store the other day, and I'm looking to do this one. I've got a bit of inspiration for it. It's pretty much going to be the same as the box cover art here, except probably with a lighter tan interior. So here we go. Here's a quick look at what comes in the box. It was an opened kit when I bought it. It was repackaged, so all the parts were off the sprues. It saved me a little bit of work. And it's after the end of day one, working on the Revell 32 Ford Highboy street rod. Done a lot of painting, detail painting. I've got the shocks here, and the engine's pretty much done, painted, and chrome bits on. Just have to put the fan on here after I detail that, and the air filter. Got the exhaust, the mufflers painted up. Got the chassis and drivetrain in flat black primer. I'm just going to get that sealed with some mop and shine. That'll give it a dull finish if I airbrush it on, and then I'll probably do future on the frame part to give it a little bit of a gloss. And if Glenn, if you're watching, I got my drive shaft here ready to go. Just has to be painted. Not sure what color I'm doing the steering wheel yet. And I've got the interior parts here, the interior the door panels and the seat. Probably do that in sort of a tan color. Got the wheel backs here in the, I guess it's a gloss black, and the fan in gloss black. So just a little more detail painting and I can start putting it together. I've got the body over here, and the radiator, and the fender, the hood panels, dash, and that. They're in white. I'm going to get them into white primer next, and then body color. It's just going to be some kind of red. So stay tuned for more updates. Here's a little quick tip, actually an exhaust tip. The exhaust pipes were a little bit short. They didn't stick out at the back of the car, and I wanted them to. So what I did is I took the plastic section of these Q-tip type earbuds, the ones with their plastic tubes. I cut the ends off and cut it on the end on a diagonal, and then measured it as long as I wanted it. Cut it off, just stretched it over a toothpick, and then pushed it on over the exhaust pipe here. And then I painted it with some flat black. What I'm going to do now is kind of rubbed off in handling. I'm going to brush on some craft paint, gloss black, and let that dry, and then I'll go over it with probably a Molotow marker just to give it a little bit of a chrome exhaust tip look. Easy as that. Okay, back again, and this is after about 3 days. I've got all the parts painted and sealed with future or mop and shine, except for the interior tub and the body. I'm waiting to do the primer and the color on that. I've been working on the chassis. I've got it painted in gloss and flat black and sealed with future and mop and shine. Got the wheels and tires on and brake rotors. I've got the rear end in, mufflers and exhaust, suspension. Got the front axle on, the spreader bars in the front and back. And I just have to attach the steering. That's always a little bit finicky to do, so I'm going to start that next. I've got the engine all together and detail painted. Just have to put it says to put the headers on after it's on the body, so on the chassis, so I'll be doing that. So things are moving along quite well, and everything's going together very well. Well, I've just finished step 4 and 5. The hardest part I just finished doing now was attaching the front steering linkages. It's just a little tricky, balancing all these things and cleaning off the chrome points where the glue goes on. I've got them on there now with the Tamiya model glue. I'm just letting that dry, and then I'll go over it again with the extra thin, just to dab on the connecting points there, just to ensure they're really on there solid. So that went well. It took a little bit of time, a little bit finicky, but I've done the other 33 Revell 5-window coupe kit, and it's kind of similar. So you do a few of these and you get good at it. So stay tuned, we're moving right along here.